Hey, you won't believe it. Soap, cookies, sugar cubes, and mops are all alive. Hearing this, Xiao Zhan felt guilty. He meant to gift Ollie's family a fancy kitchen, but messed up. It's truly tragic. Now, relying on borrowing can't last. The little folks face extinction. This proves my point. If it weren't for your meddling, we wouldn't have to work so hard to move. Dad always says we must strive to survive. Even in danger, we must move to a new place. We've strived hard to survive. You have no idea, we've been struggling to survive. Honestly, I'm the one who might kick the bucket first. No joke. Ollie realized Xiao Zhang was critically ill. Next week's surgery might not help. Xiao Zhang told Ollie, I've been frail since childhood. Couldn't do much, but seeing you, I vowed to protect you. I never expected to drive you and your family away. Xiao Zhang's weak voice carried a firm sorry. The butler at the door caught that moment, and even worse, a Chun had found a mysterious lever on the floor. He wondered why the thing was there, showing his cunning face as he uncovered secrets beneath the floorboards. Mama was horrified when she spotted the Chun and screamed, while Ollie felt a sudden pain in his chest, sensing disaster was striking at home. Mom tried to run, but felt tiny in the face of human strength. A Chun snatched the panicked Mama and wrestled the teapot from her. Then he rudely stuffed it in his pocket while the sneaky servant covered the floorboards, trying to lure out other little folks. Shortly after, he found a glass jar in the kitchen and forcibly shoved Mom inside. A Chun even went nuts with cling wrap to seal the jar shut. If he hadn't poked a breathing hole with a toothpick, Mom would have suffocated in no time. When Ollie and the others got home, Mom was noticeably missing, and the teapot on the ground was still warm. The ceiling seemed frozen. Ollie could only seek Xiao Zhang's help, but a Chun locked the door when Xiao Zhang arrived. Xiao Zhang lifted Ollie onto his shoulder and decided to help him find his missing mom, but soon they realized the door was locked. They could only climb out the window, but the next window was also locked tight. Luckily, Ollie squeezed through the board crack and, after effort, opened the window. Meanwhile, that annoying Chun was on the phone spilling the beans to the ransom company, sounding like they were a bit lost, giving Xiao Zhang the perfect chance to find Ollie's mom. Someone like Xiao Zhang with serious heart problems shouldn't be running around, but he couldn't think about that. He needed to find Ollie's mom quickly. Only then could the family escape. As Xiao Zhang rushed, sweating, to the kitchen, a Chun's footsteps sounded outside. Xiao Zhang quickly shoved Ollie into a cupboard, thinking to himself, it's going to be fine. What's up? Can I just have some hot milk? To protect Ollie, Xiao Zhang feigned interest in some milk. A Chun casually peeked into the pantry, raising alarms for Xiao. While the servant was distracted, Xiao Zhang calmly signaled Ollie to check the pantry. Ollie caught on and breathed a sigh. Ollie rushed into the pantry and found his tearful mom behind jars. She pricked the wrap with a pushpin. After dropping the rope and rescuing Mom, the doorbell rang insistently, and a Chun muttered that the lost and confused person finally. Once the annoying guy left, Xiao Zhang rushed over, but when Mom saw a human, she nearly fainted. Ollie reassured Mom, his eyes filled with gratitude for Xiao Zhang. Even without words, their bond spoke volumes. Just as the exterminators began their search, Auntie's vehicle rolled up. What happened? I'll tell you, a little person was spotted. A little person, yes. A tiny thief. A Chun led Auntie to the wardrobe. He excitedly lifted the hidden boards, but to his astonishment, all he found was a mess down there, no little folks dwelling whatsoever. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhang calmly read, unconcerned with the surrounding chaos. A Chun kept talking to his master. The kitchen of that dollhouse was burglarized too, but upon opening it, the entire cupboard was in one piece. Auntie chuckled, saying a Chun must have imagined things, but the vile servant was not ready to give up. She had just caught a little person herself and dashed toward the pantry. Just then, Auntie caught a whiff of a rich vanilla aroma coming from a small pot. To her surprise, tea had indeed been brewed, just as Dad said. Little folks have lived here. Looks like a Chun was lying. However, when she burst into the pantry, the jar meant for the little people was completely empty, which meant a Chun's vile scheme had collapsed. You ran? I had such a hard time catching you. Little people exist. I'll catch you next time. In the dead of night, Ollie's family embarked on their journey under the faint light of the waning moon, just crossed this forest to meet Bella. Follow the river to safety. After a long trek, the family began to nibble on snacks to regain their strength. Ollie blamed herself silently for losing home due to her stubbornness and recklessness, but her parents comforted her. As long as we're together and safe, we can always rebuild our lovely home. Yet, despite that, Ollie still felt no appetite. She dashed outside to recalibrate her mood, but little did she know, danger was creeping up from the shadows with a glint. Only when she realized it was a cat did Ollie's frazzled nerves finally relax. The plump cat stared at her quietly, glancing away after a few seconds before gently rousing the dreaming Ziozen.